Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to some more Project Zomboid, the Black Ops Insurgent on a secret mission to find the hidden military base somewhere in this region. Today, or rather, this fine morning, it is 5:50 AM, after a good night's sleep, we return. Turns out the area isn't as secure as I thought. There's still a few walkers about, but that's fine. Can you actually cross that? Yes, he can. I didn't see that hole in the fence previously. Okay. Well, there you go. He's down. By the way, first episode of Project Zomboid, I'm recording with the new keyboard. The silent one. The absolutely silent one. In fact, have a listen. That's me mashing the keys as hard as I can. You can barely hear it. I mean, as hard as I can now. I could punch the keyboard, but you know what I mean. Like that's me trying to be as loud as I can when pressing the keys. And I'm looking at OBS, and I notice that you can barely hear the bloody thing. Like, almost not at all. So, yeah. Suffice to say, it's not a great one, but has some problems with it. The button presses aren't as tactile, and I mean that just in terms of sound. They're a little bit mushy and a little bit unclear, and if you press slowly, sometimes the input won't even register, so you need to press a little bit firmer, and you need to press exactly on the center of the button. If you press it to the side, sometimes it won't register, and yada yada yada. Not to bore you with that, but yeah, it's not the finest keyboard in the world, mind you, going from something like a Razer Widow, which I had Black Widow, to just a silent office keyboard. Mid-range as it is. Actually, yeah, I think for office keyboards it's like mid-range, right? Mid-range as it is for office keyboards is always going to be noticeable, but yeah. It'll take a little bit of getting used to. Other than that, though, I love it. The design of it is beautiful, but I will not waste any more time talking about it because we have important things to do today. And those important things involve scouting the area a little bit. Here's the thing. I'm still set on making my home over there. In fact, I woke up at around 3 AM, I think. It was pitch black. I could barely see anything. I read some... I think I have it here. It was like a magazine on Bruce Lee, of all things. So after doing that, I decided I saw I still had about an hour and a half left of darkness, pretty much, and needed to do something until I can leave the apartment and start either building or, I don't know, doing anything, really. And I came to the idea that, you know what, since I'm making my home here, at least for the time being, I might as well start clearing the place out a little bit, and I removed some of the vegetation that had overgrown the place since I guess the days of the initial infection, or probably months, considering Raven Creek was isolated for a while. Weeks, maybe? I don't know the exact time frame. It's been a long time ago. However, what I did want to do is... there we go. Wanted to check this way, see if there's anything. Apologies for the jump cut, I heard the water boiling on the pot. So, as I was saying, I am set pretty much on making my home over there, but I think it's also important that I explore the area a little bit and see exactly where I've gotten myself situated, let's say. So, gonna be completely honest, I don't really recall fighting the undead here, and yeah, this is a bit unfamiliar. I think the map says I have, but To be honest, I don't quite remember. I want to see where this road leads. I also want to see where the other road leads on the other end of the apartment complex. Whether it links back up to the city or whether it just comes to an abrupt stop like, well, let's be honest, like most roads in Raven Creek. Just randomly and for no reason, dead end. Alright, come on. There we go. Sticking to my promise that I should use the, or rather that I will use the knife a little bit more. Okay. Good. That's the knife. With my current skill set, apparently. Ooh, I both like and dislike that. Usually, checkpoints and ramps like that lead to something of importance, which is a good thing for me. On the other hand, something of importance, trademark, is usually riddled with walkers, so mixed feelings on the subject, I think, fair to say, right? Doing a bit of dancing, eh? Hey, hey, look at that. Okay, get serious. This, fooling around can and will lead to an early demise. Just keep that in mind. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this previously. I don't remember mentioning it, but apologies if I did. I had a thought the other day, or well, it was some time ago actually. How difficult? Yes, but at the same time, how kind of awesome it would be. That's a... You know what? I feel like that's not supposed to happen, so I'm just gonna remove the glass with my bare hands. That's a lot better. Although this I definitely did mention. You're not removing it with your bare hands. You're removing it with the tool you have at hand. Just worth keeping in mind before all the complaints of realism or lack thereof. Anyways, back to my sentence which I started a few minutes ago. How difficult and yet pretty awesome would it be that whenever you use a utensil for food consumption, say knife, fork, anything along those lines, it has to be clean for you to either be able to use it, or if you aren't, you know, cleaning it regularly, then you use a blood-soaked knife to cut bread, and guess what happens, right? So either make it so the food is like visibly stained and with blood and dirty or whatever and tainted, or make it hidden, and then your peanut butter jelly sandwich all of a sudden has a little bit of extra protein and not the kind you want. Let's say it has a little bit of not quite fully prepared blood sausage. And what I mean, yeah, like blood sausage from the dish, not just me being gross. It is an actual dish. It's a pretty gross dish, and, you know, I have anything to say about it, but hey, you do you. Sure, I am partial to quite a few dishes that many others would consider gross as well, so I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, yeah, that would be pretty cool, especially for multiplayer. In single player, I think it'll basically give you a reason to use water and wash your clothing and your weapons and stuff like that, because there's basically no reason to do it. I think I read somewhere that has something to do with durability, but not even that much. Or maybe that was just a... Yeah, see, right there I had a problem with holstering the knife, because I didn't press the button properly. I hope it doesn't get me killed at one point. I'm pretty sure it won't, because whenever I panic, I tend to mash buttons a little bit, so... I don't think that'll be a problem, but for more relaxing, you know, chill situations, I tend to press incredibly lightly on the keys, and that's a little bit, well, let's just say it confuses this keyboard a little bit. Anyways, so I wasn't going to talk about it too much, but it's my new toy. I kind of want to talk about it. Anywho. Not that many around, considering, you know, there's a checkpoint leading up to this. Man, the knife's doing really good work. Hope I don't have to use it for cutting bread later. I joke. Well, I only partially, honestly. I might. Who knows? Okay, so unfortunately nothing special in terms of vehicles. This is central storage, this is US store. These storage places can be really, really nice. I'd like to check them out. Pretty much all of them. Question of how I go about doing that remains. So I do have shotgun shells, and I have a Benelli M4 Super 90, which I haven't used yet. And there's a lot of undead over there. I don't think I need to explain much more. I think we're using the shotgun for this. Not for you, though. You get the knife treatment. What the hell is that on your chest, though? Oh, it's just a shirt, I guess. Strange shirt, but okay. A neon red symbol on it. Okay, don't care about the guys beyond the fence. But you lot. Definitely picked the wrong time and place. I know someone might get confused by this. They didn't break down the fence. The fence is... they can't break down the fence. They broke down the gate. All gates are breakable. Well, at least by default, right? They're gonna gather around, but too bad they won't be able to do anything. Man, I love guns. In-game and IRL, what can I say? What can I say? That is... I'm a simple man, eh? Oh, that was... I mean, it's not even the damage. Okay, shotguns are pretty bloody useful for taking on massive hordes due to the amount of damage they do to various targets, right? They're not a single target kind of weapon. Like, see, that hit all four of them. There's no weapon in the game that can do that, save for explosives. But It's not that, it's just how bloody satisfying it is. That, I think, is kind of almost more important. I mean, just behold, right? Couple of clicks and the whole storage areas and the central storage parking lot and everything is cleared. Now we can just finish off the stragglers with a knife. Oh, that is just so fun to use. Shame I don't have... Well, actually I do have quite a bit of ammo. You see, 200 shotgun shells is not the same as 209mm bullets. Although, depending on the ammo that you're using, buckshot, like 200 buckshot shots, and some decent quality, or well, let's say some maybe a bit higher quality 9mm, I think they come out to around the same price. But of course, economics is not what I was talking about. It was, well, rather, I mean, in terms of the amount of use you get out of them. Because again, this thing hits multiple targets. Probably the most important feature of the weapon, if I'm to be completely honest. Right, let's go back to the crowbar, because that's going to be a little bit more useful now for opening all these garage doors and stuff. Unfortunately, still not building the base, because I'm assuming this is going to take a while to open all of these and loot them. I pretty much said I was going to just focus on base building from this point on, but gotta know what's in the area, right? I mean, it's my immediate neighborhood. Now that I think about it, was it wise for me to let loose all those gunshots in my immediate neighborhood? Probably not, but it's far away enough, I think. Oh, that is vile. I brewed myself some coffee. I didn't want to comment on it, but I brewed myself some coffee. And for those playing along, I guess, it's dark chocolate and orange flavored. That is vile. And I like dark chocolate and orange, but this does not taste like dark chocolate or orange. It tastes like some sort of fake citrusy extract and bitter sugar. That doesn't make sense, but I swear to you, when you try it, it tastes like you bite into something bitter, or you sip on something bitter, and there's sugar in it. Juggernaut, that's just dark chocolate, isn't it? It's a bit bitter and it has sugar. And then, no, I swear to you, it's not like that. It doesn't taste like chocolate at all, is my point. It's just like an artificial, chemically rich, but not in a good way, bitter. How do I get into this thing, by the way? I got completely distracted by my own beverage. I have no idea how to get into this thing. I probably can't. I mean, I know one way, but I'm talking about a little bit more practical of a way of getting in there. Probably not an option, right? One way I can get up there is build a staircase. Hey, look. I understand that level 6 carpentry is a bit powerful, let's say. A bit overly powerful, even OP, some might even say. I don't necessarily disagree with that claim, but I really don't want to just start building staircases every time I get mildly inconvenienced by something like shutters on a building. And I was like, shutters, no, that's it. Break out the staircase. Bring the construction material, get the crane. It's a slight speed bump on the road, get the staircase. Yeah. Literally or metaphorically. No, that's just straight up kind of vile, honestly. Yeah. I don't want to throw it away, I'll drink it, but that is not very nice. I want nicest coffee I've had out of this sort of brand of flavored beverages, which I don't really consider coffee, to be honest with you. This is more like a sugary flavored drink than anything. There's not a lot of coffee in it. Caffeinated, I guess, a little bit, but this is not what most people would consider coffee, and I agree, because I don't like coffee. But anyways, all the ones that I tried, probably... No, definitely my favorite was coconut. There was one that was like, you brew it, it was hot, it's coconut, nut, and white chocolate is what I was going for, so I somehow mixed that into a singular word. Coconut and white chocolate was phenomenal, because it smelled bloody amazing. Flavor was pretty good too, but it was the smell that gets you. And then the other one was like iced coffee. You pour the mixture into a cup, pour some water on it, and add like a couple of cubes of ice. It's also coconut, but it's like tropical coconut or something, coconut freeze, I think. Very different flavor, even though they're both coconut. It's a very different kind of coconut, but still pretty delicious. Those two were my favorite. Everything else was here and there. Like it's not those two ones. It's kind of like suboptimal. Anyways, I'm looking for, well, a katana. Yeah, sure, great. Good luck, Juggernaut. Propane torch wouldn't be bad. It's a nice thing to have. That's very useful. The main thing I'm looking for, though, is a hammer, obviously. Sorry, a sledgehammer, not just any hammer. Has to be a sledgehammer. Welding rods are useful, too, I guess. I mean, I think I'm fairly likely to find it in places like this, which is the primary reason why I'm looting this place right now. Otherwise, I would leave and then come back here later. This loot isn't going anywhere. I'm still going to be around. Well, you know, provided I live, but I guess that's that holds true for literally everything. So I would genuinely just leave and come back later when I've set up my base and started building up walls and stuff like that, but if I find a sledgehammer, I might not have to build the base at all. I mean, I'll make that decision when I come to it, because I really doubt I will find one. I haven't found one yet, and... Well, to be perfectly honest with you, the nails are a great addition to the thing, because I'm going to do a lot of construction work. Hell, even if I find a hammer, I'm still going to have to do a lot of construction work. Okay. Probably such like this. No. No. Nope. A propane torch. Nope. And nope. Alright. Should also start fixing a car, and by fixing I mean sacrificing it to the gods of skill, I suppose. Oh, the door is blocked. I just read that as locked, and I was like, what do you mean I just unlocked it? No, the door is locked. You unlocked it, and now it is blocked. Ah, didn't see that one coming. Can't I? Oh. Really? Okay. let's zoom out for a second. So I think if I go over here, it'll give me a better view. I sort of assumed that the ground floor of these buildings is 2 stories high, and what I mean by that is, you see the fence? That's like 1 level, 1 story, 1 tier, however you want to call it, like, it's 1 level high. If you put another fence on top of it, that's like 2 levels, that's the 2nd floor or the 2nd story of a building. I sort of assumed that this building, because you can see the windows up there, that there is no floor in between the windows and the ground. That it's sort of 2 levels, or rather twice the height of a regular room in a house that you find, for example, in the game. It's not. There's an invisible wall. How do you mean that? Well, take a look at this. I genuinely didn't know this. I just discovered this. Fence? I can't jump over. I'm pressing the right key. Yes, I am. The fence? Remove vegetation? No, remove grass. Same thing. Won't let me remove the thing from the thing. Okay, do you... I'll be honest with you, I completely missed that door. Besides the point, though, we've made it in, huzzah. I can't jump over this. See, you'd think I would be able to jump over this, but no, there's a wall there. And if we go up here, I think I'll prove my point. Ah, there's a thing here, and then that's where it cuts off. Right. Yeah, I thought this thing was higher than it actually is in reality, but no. There's a wall there, you just can't see it. It's honestly not that interesting. Hey, look, that one had a katana. To be fair, all the signs were there. Blocked off downstairs area with bridges. This thing blocked with a chair. Huge letters right there, dead inside. And I just got grabbed by one of the grabbers, and then that was it. That was the second I opened it, I was dead. I tried to run immediately. Because I Okay. Fair enough. Okay, yeah. It happens. It happens. This is exactly how another character of mine died. Just opened a door like that, except that one was a little bit... This kind of makes sense, I guess, you know. They've been somehow hoarded up there, I guess, or whatever. Places blocked off and everything, fine. But... whatchamacallit, the previous character, or one of the previous characters I had, died just like that, except he opened, I think it was a bathroom or something in a house, and about 70 zombies came out of the bathroom. There it felt particularly BS, because there's no physical way for 70 of them to fit inside a bathroom, and the moment I opened it, they just squeezed sort of and launched out of the bathroom, flooded the entire house, and they just ate me. Yeah. Shoot. Well, alright. Tell you what, ladies and gents. I guess this keyboard brings bad luck or something. Or maybe it's the coffee. It's probably the coffee, isn't it? No, that's still pretty well. I thought it might grow on me after a bit. Anywho, I'll leave this up to you now. Do I make a new character, which I absolutely can? Try and rush back into Raven Creek, and try and, you know, grab my stuff back and the journal and continue as a, you know, a different insurgent that's been dropped in, because we can absolutely do that. See, new character. Where is it? Insurgent, and just pick new traits, make a new character, and go from there. Or should I just ditch the whole thing, make a new map, new character, change up the mod set a little bit, just make a whole new playthrough? I'll leave that up to you. I'll also post a community poll so you guys can vote. But yeah, I'm probably gonna give Project Zomboid a break for a couple of days so that everyone can catch up to what happened, and then yeah. It's up to you to decide. Do we start a new playthrough as something different? Or do we continue the Black Ops campaign, the Black Ops Insurgent thingamajig, and with the same idea in the 10 years later mod? Either way is fine for me. Honestly, I'd be happy to continue playing this. I also have a different style of playthrough lined up, without CDDA zombies, because it gets rid of a lot of the bugs. I think this is one of the bugs. The way zombies travel is also a little bit buggy. The way they're sort of shoveled off map, and stuff like that. I have a Dying Light inspired playthrough in mind, so yeah, that's also another option. But I will leave that up to you, and you can decide. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the amazing support on the series thus far, and tell me what I should do. Do I make a new character and keep going, or do we try something fresh and different, considering this mission kind of failed, I guess, at least for our guy here. Quite unfortunate. Anywho, I'll see you all in the next video, whichever of the two that will be, but there will be definitely more Project Zomboid on the channel, because you guys seem to love it so much, and, well, so do I. Until next time, have fun, take care, bye-bye. And please let me know what I should do.